Hot coffee, awesome music. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Right here, right now, on BandLab Plus Coffee. To the left. Wind up, queue up, wind up, queue up, wind up, queue up, wind up, queue up. Excellent track. Over here on BandLab, we've got NitaCx at NitaCx8, NitaCx8, out of Kissimmee, Florida, USA, repping 6.47 thousand followers. And today we're going to be listening to her song, Long to Be. It was sent to me by Angify, at Angify. So thanks a lot. I very much appreciate that, Angie. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Okay, I like this already. Nice. Ooh, it's forkable. Love the autotune. Really digging on the ambience everywhere. I wish I had lyrics though. That was cool. The instrumental's so simple and the vocal is so ambient. It's creating a really neat atmosphere. This really reminds me of a collaboration between Union Station and Alison Krauss, which you wouldn't think of it that way because genre-wise, they're not necessarily the same. But this really soft acoustic and these ambient vocals, Union Station and Alison Krauss, even though they're in the bluegrass genre, that's where my head goes for this, which... Excellent fade out on that. Union Station and Alison Krauss is where my head goes on this, and it's phenomenal. Let's jump right into it. 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this track is the ambience. We hear it all the way through, but the vocal ambience. And not just the fact that there is vocal ambience, because let's be real, it's BandLab Plus Coffee. We're listening to the musical taste. We're listening to the musical creative aspects of these tracks, and we're doing our best to actively listen. When we actively listen, we hear things that we don't hear and might only feel if we passively listen. When you hear music, it's much different than when you listen to music. So when we listen to this vocal ambience, I'll explain what I love about it. Starting right there, you've got a long decay reverb, which is not only really just perfect for filling space in this kind of a track, but we've also, it sounds like, got a little bit of a delay on that vocal, which is giving us a really nice natural delay on the vocal. If we listen to it, it sounds natural. A very natural sounding delay. But then we move a little further into the song, and this is where that ambience begins to take shape. So on this next little peak in the waveform, you're going to hear a vocal layer on the ambience for the lyrics. It's not going to be crazy. It's just going to be an additional textural layer that's going to almost change the shape and sound of what we're hearing. Listen. Our hearts collide. Your hearts collide. Really awesome. Bringing in that harmony to add that texture, and only in that little collide moment. You have the collide and the collide up higher. So it's 5 a.m., okay? Leave me alone. So then we keep listening to the vocal ambience, and now we're going to start to get manual delay. In music, you can use a delay plugin, or in BandLab, you can use a delay FX button, and it'll create these really excellent delays, whether you want to ping pong and echo or just a slap to create space. But here we have a manual delay. It sounds like, I could be wrong, I've been wrong many times before, but it sounds like Nita is actually recording her own vocal delay, referenced by the fact that sometimes they're not the same words that are delaying, but now you're going to hear an offset to the vocal, which creates more ambience. Right there. So you've got her saying my heart, but then you've got the background with some vocalizing on heart, and then story. Man, what an excellent way to create vocal ambience in a track. This is proof that a lot of times, even if you're actively listening to music, that's when you really hear the nuances. But when you're listening to music, music should be felt too. And there is not a ton of instrumentation, or there's probably a really great vocal chain behind this, but not a ton of processing. We're not getting vocal chops. We're not getting heavily distorted or saturated vocals. We're getting vocal ambience with the use of reverb, delay, and recording techniques. It's excellent, and that's the first thing I love. The second thing I love in this track is this guitar track. Listen to it in the beginning, and then we're going to kind of jump through the track. Do 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 do. Hear how simple that is. Not only hear how simple that is, but hear the background. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So we've got a low end of the EQ spectrum, low end of the decibel range, frequency range. We've got the low mid range that's playing. We've got a little bit of that shimmer from those high end strings, those lower like E strings, E string rather, and it's just a guitar handling every element of the frequency spectrum that's giving us this nice full sound with not a lot of instrumentation. Let's go to the middle of the song and take a listen. Excellent. This is just what I wanted to hear. That guitar doesn't change much, but it creates these full sounds to complement the voice. And it almost sounds like it layers up. It doubles up to create more thickness as we get deeper into the track. when you listen to an instrument like a guitar that's plucking or strumming, it often creates these harmonics or even these melodies that you don't hear or maybe don't intend. So we've got the dun 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 dun, and then we've got the ding dong, and then the do 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 do, the actual melody that's playing through. But all these things come together with this one style of guitar, this simple instrumentation that creates a complex bed for these vocals to just go to town and be incredibly ambient on. That is the second thing I love. What an excellent track. Long to Be by NitaCx was released just before 2024 jumped. It's got 41 likes now, including our own, 145 plays. Considered folk, and it's forkable. So lab coats, jump on there. Everyone needs to jump on over to BandLab and follow at NitaCx8 at a kiss of me. And you know what? While you're over there, go ahead and follow DJTatious on BandLab, YouTube, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. In the meantime, thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent BandLab track with me. And we will see you next. Oh, what's this? This just in. Oh, next Monday's BandLab. Well, next Monday is the only day on the calendar that has a meaning, a sentence when you say it, if you will. March 4th. March 4th. And it just so happens to be my birthday. So we'll see y'all then.